Well, that wasn't part of the plan. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times celebrities got embarrassed at award shows. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. For this list, we're looking at times celebrities were left visibly embarrassed or did embarrassing things at award shows. We will be including all the major award shows in this list except for the Oscars, as that deserves its own list entirely. Number 10. Nicki Minaj, 31st MTV Video Music Awards. We nearly got a Janet Jackson 2.0 here. During the 2014 VMAs, Nicki Minaj was performing Bang Bang with Ariana Grande and Jessie J when she suffered a major wardrobe malfunction. She could be seen strutting into view holding her black dress together on her chest and stomach. She later revealed on Ellen that she was completely naked under the dress, and she'd just changed from her Anaconda outfit. And when she realized that her dress had malfunctioned, she, quote, thought she died.
I didn't have any underwear on, like no underwear, no bra, because I had just taken off the Anaconda outfit. So I was butt-ass naked.
She was clearly embarrassed and probably extremely nervous, but she pulled it off like a total pro. The show must go on, and the next year, she famously called out Miley Cyrus on stage, cementing her legacy in VMA history.
And now, back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
Number 9. Jacqueline Bisset, 71st Golden Globe Awards.
And the Golden Globe goes to
Jacqueline Bisset, Dancing on the Edge.
When it comes to the strangest award show speeches, Jacqueline Bisset's Golden Globe speech has to be up there. Bisset won the Best Supporting Actress award at the 71st Golden Globes in 2014, and her acceptance was doomed from the start. First, she was placed about 5 blocks away from the stage, prompting a painfully elongated and awkward walk to accept her award.
I think it was 47 years ago. So the Hollywood Foreign Press gave me a nomination for the promising newcomer.
And Bisset was so overwhelmed and emotional that she could barely string a sentence together.
Okay. Scottish background to the front. Okay. I always wanted to do something for the BBC.
Her speech was meandering. There were long stretches of silence. She went on a tangent about forgiveness and talked through the exit music.
I say like my mother. What did she say? She used to say, go to hell and don't come back.
She later admitted that she was totally flabbergasted and couldn't remember what she'd said. Number 8. Lily Allen, GQ Awards. While co-presenting at the GQ Awards, Lily Allen and Elton John got into a rather awkward back and forth. After Lily said that they'd come to a very special point in the evening, Elton asked if she was going to have another drink, causing Lily to swear at him.
Are you going to have another drink?
Elton, you know what, I'm 40 years younger than you. I got my whole life ahead of me.
Following some more bitter banter, Lily told him to F off, resulting in some awkward laughs from the audience.
We don't usually do this, but we can... off, Elton,
All right.
Seriously.
Lily later defended herself on MySpace, saying that they'd just been joking, and that, quote, I'm 23. It was an awards ceremony. I drank the free champagne. How awful of me. Cold British banter or not, it certainly made for some awkward viewing. Number 7. Katy Perry, Premios MTV Latino America. Maybe playing around in cake isn't as fun as it looks. After performing at the MTV Latin America Awards, Katy Perry was making her way off stage when she began slipping in the prop cake. And this wasn't just some normal everyday slip. This was something like straight out of a cartoon, complete with wild limb flailing, desperate attempts to stay upright, and repeated falls. We can practically hear the goofy sound effects. She took it in stride by laughing and waving at the audience, but then she kept falling. And falling, she eventually accepted her fate and simply crawled off stage in defeat while the music played her off. Number 6. Kristen Stewart, 18th MTV Movie Awards. Kristen is one of the most endearingly awkward celebrities in Hollywood, and she knows it. While accepting the MTV Movie Award for Best Female Performance, Kristen fumbled the golden popcorn statue and dropped it on the floor.
And I thank you all for doing it.
She covered her mouth in embarrassment, and Robert Pattinson could be seen laughing from the audience. She proceeded to thank the audience for dealing with her and admitted that she was just as awkward as they thought she would be. We mean, yeah, but at least we got a few good laughs out of it. Number 5. Christine Lahti, 55th Golden Globe Awards. Coming out of the washroom to a crowd of waiting people will never not be awkward. But it's even more awkward if you just won a major award.
Christine Lahti.
I knew it. Christine, I'm just vamping. Come out here.
At the 55th Golden Globe Awards in 1998, Christine Lahti won Best Actress in a Drama Series for her work in Chicago Hope. Unfortunately, she was indisposed in the ladies' room at the time of the announcement. Luckily, Robin Williams was there to save the day.
This year's award for cloning. Now, people in the Deep South say we've had cloning. It's called cousins.
He entertained the crowd with some jokes until a visibly flustered and embarrassed Lahti made her way to the stage, where she proceeded to dry her hands on a towel. You know what they say, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You know, I was in the bathroom, Mom.
Number 4. Madonna, 35th Brit Awards. Adorably slipping in cake is one thing. Being violently yanked off stage is quite another. During a dramatic cape unfurling, the cape got caught around Madonna's neck and violently yanked her off the platform. Physically, Madonna was fine. Her mental state is another story. She gets up with an expression that reads equal parts embarrassment and frustration, and her voice can be briefly heard shaking as she composes herself. She later told Jonathan Ross that she, quote, created a horror show for everyone and suffered minor whiplash from the fall. If anything, this ordeal just proves that Madonna is a queen and a consummate professional. Number 3. Mel Gibson, 73rd Golden Globe Awards. Here's an idea: don't fight back against Ricky Gervais. Just accept the barb and move on. Unfortunately, Mel Gibson learned that lesson the hard way. After getting roasted by Gervais yet again at the 2016 Golden Globes, Gibson took to the stage and jabbed back at Gervais.
I love seeing Ricky once every 3 years because it reminds me to get a colonoscopy.
This was the death of him. Gervais came back out, approached the mic, and asked Gibson what sugar tits meant, alluding to Gibson's alleged comment towards an arresting female police sergeant. Gibson was quick to shoo Gervais away, and he was left visibly flustered as the audience laughed and gasped in shock. And with that, Gibson was utterly KO'd. Alan Cummings' expression says it all. Number 2. Miguel, 20th Billboard Music Awards. Never, ever jump over a crowd. Not only is it a lawsuit waiting to happen, but you seriously risk injuring a patron. Unfortunately, both of these outcomes came to fruition at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards. For some bizarre reason, Miguel decided to leap over a small pit of people, kicking one woman straight in the face and curb stomping another into the stage. He's clearly embarrassed as he turns and hugs the woman he thought he kicked. It's a nice gesture. Unfortunately, the two he actually kicked had already scurried off in pain.
Were you a big fan of Miguel? I'm going to put you on the spot. Were you a big fan of Miguel before he jumped on you?
I adore him.
One woman, Katy Shah, was suspected of suffering, quote, a neurological head injury, according to her lawyer. The other, Cindy Tsai, later sued Miguel for medical bills and lost wages.
The crazy thing is that when you're performing and you're just kind of into it, you never really know how it's going to go and where you're going to go with it and how that might turn out. So this is kind of one of the less favorable moments, but...
Before we unveil our most cringeworthy number 1 pick, here are some dishonorable mentions.
This is Damien Chazelle's first win and second nomination. Among Chazelle's previous screenplay credits are Whiplash.
There you go, babe.
Wow, this is amazing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, right now, they put up the wrong stuff on the teleprompter.
Yeah.
This is for Aaron Eckhart and Paula Patton, and
And I've never done this before, so I don't want to improvise on this. Okay.
Oh, thanks, here we go.
Okay, it's my fault.
They have the same, Jade and Taylor have the same hair,
right?
Kind of.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, she is an impersonator of Taylor Swift, so it is a big compliment.
Number 1, Taylor Swift and Kanye West, 26th MTV Video Music Awards. The 2009 VMA fiasco is historic. As you all know, Kanye stormed the stage, interrupted Taylor Swift, delegitimized her award, and claimed that Beyoncé should have won.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
The incident proved to be monumentally embarrassing for the acclaimed rapper. Not only was he booed off the stage, but many people within the entertainment industry chastised his actions and criticized his character. Even Barack Obama got in on the action, calling Kanye a jackass. Sure, he didn't seem too embarrassed in the moment, but he's not really one to stew in his past mistakes. But this was utterly humiliating, and it did irreparable damage to his reputation. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
All the memories I